Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. Oh, someone's dead. No ghost to tell the tale. You can climb that. So there's dead folk here for some reason. Earth thong mushroom. That's actually kind of interesting. This is where we killed that demon thing, the Harbinger of Doom. I really have no business here anymore, and so I left. I could go down from here. Can I go up here? Basically I could. So what do I do with this thing? There is a ghostly cow there. Creepy. Poor guy. The path of the pilgrimage. Only the most faithful will make the expedition, and not all will survive it. But should you wish to travel to the great city of arts to celebrate the divine Lucian, I can surely map the safest passage when embarking from the Reaper's Coast on foot, from the village of Driftwood through the Paradise Down and over the mountain in Arts. Do not sail directly into the city. Its harbor will be so lively as to be impenetrable. Okay? That's for me.
My name's Patty. I'd ask yours, but it don't matter anyhow.
How did you die?
Reckon I spooked. Big old nasty beast popped out of thin air. So I ran. And then suddenly ravine.
Poor guy. What about this place? What is this? Have I been here? Doesn't seem like somewhere. Yeah, I haven't been there. Can't reach this. We can try to fly over there. Just in case. Arrow spray, and then identify one. Sure. Okay, go here. Immune to fire, you say? I should have known. Oh, by the way. Yeah, I still have the gloves of teleportation for some reason. This one's immune to fire as well. Let me think. How much damage do you do if I do this? I see. Okay. I could kill him. Okay, just do this. And run away. So you have a fire immunity aura. Okay. Let's finish you off. And where's this guy? Here. Great. Let's see then. How much health do you have? 2000. You can survive this blast. Okay, that was easy enough. Reggie. Black Naga. Don't know what that means. Identify chest armor. Lifeboat lock. High quality air essence. Good enough. Okay. Nothing in here, I'm afraid. Go upstairs, see if there's anything we can do. Silly Book of Blanks, I haven't seen this one before. Let's read it. The Arrays, ask the mighty god, one of the seven. Okay, we actually know this one. So I was mistaken, I've seen it before. A volume about open society customs. It speaks of ancient rituals, not witnessed since before the Great War. Accounts detail how fiery and stormy clouds were often seen about the ritual site, and at the afterwards the ground there was sobbing with blood and frozen in places. Despite the warmth of summer, the author concluded by saying that there is a little proof to support these assumptions. Okay. Was it a council? I don't know, I read a strange word. Ooh, a shiny knife. This house was nice, to a degree. Hello, ghost.
The witch! She, and her traitor! They ran away. They ran to the north. The witch...
Okay, I know the witch and the traitor. They're already dead. I'm gonna stop you right here. I don't care what you're gonna say next. They're already dead, okay? Okay, I have a question now. As you can see, this house was split in two. Why is there a letter here? And such a long letter, in fact. This makes no sense in my opinion. I guess they could have built it, but I would assume that there should be something else. And it's a wooden letter. Right, we're here. Let's get out of there. A bow. That's Paradise Down. Alright, we were here. So, since I have never actually been to this place, might as well explore it a little bit more. Maybe I will find something. Hello, cow. What destruction? There's no destruction here. I've cleared it. Oh well.
Your kind has been dismembering and burning. If you can find...
Strange that I haven't been there yet. Okay, where to next, I wonder? Already level 16, which means that we're amazing. Okay. Right. The companion has a quest. Reaper's Goal, eager to back its oil fields. I think it's the mines. So in fact I'm gonna go this way and see if we can find anything. There is nothing in here. Truly remarkable. Why did I spare your life? Oh right, I remember. Damaged oil pump. Mug of wine. Looks just like the mug of blood, but it's red.
From somewhere deep within the inner workings of the machine comes an irregular clanking sound, then a weak gurgle. Inoperable, it seems. The machine churns into life. Gears rotate and it settles into a slow metallic chug. Ready for the next lever, perhaps. The machine churns into life. Gears rotate and pistons hiss from somewhere within its metal housing. It settles into a slow metallic chug. Ready for the next lever. The machine churns into life. The machine rattles, grinds and hisses for a protracted moment, building in intensity. There's a loud bang as a rivet flies across the cavern, followed by an intense hiss of steam. Then dies.
That didn't work. The wrong order of levers, perhaps?
From somewhere deep within the inner workings of the machine comes there is a sudden shriek of grinding metal.
I think I broke it. Oh, and also the sound goes. Leave it at that. Oh right, the red lever was the ruby one. I remember the book for some reason. It just stuck to my head. You know, it's not important, I guess. So this is the Red Temple. Come on, Faye. Anything? That was this puzzle here. There's a little bit of source there. Let's go and reinforce your source power.
I wonder what they did in life to deserve such a resting place.
Hello.
As the creature crawls from the sarcophagus, you hear a gasp of breath. Fane steps forward, never taking his eyes off her.
I must speak to her. It is vital. Please, stand aside.
If it's important to you, sure.
You hear a gasp from the creature as Fane steps forward. It speaks in a hissing, clicking language that seems both completely alien and somewhat familiar. Fane raises his head and responds in the same jolting, clicking tongue. He seems to be pleading with the creature, his hands outstretched. The creature looks down at him and shrieks in rage. Her gestures are quick, strong and violent. Whatever she said, it seems to have devastated your friend. The verbal barrage continues, but something changes within Fane. He looks up and golden light pours from his skull. When he speaks next, you understand every word, but you're not sure the words are his own.
Aetera, I had hoped to see you turn to dust in this tomb. Alone, forgotten, with only your secrets for comfort.
Lady Amadia? You possess him? Have you fallen so far that you seek shelter within that? Does your vessel even know what you did? The war you started? The greed and avarice that saw you betray the Eternals?
The glow fades, and Fane seems to return to himself. He staggers slightly, exhausted by everything that's happened. The creature turns away from him, and, panting, turns to you. The creature looks down from its perch, trembling. It crawled out of that sarcophagus as if it had forgotten how to move its limbs. It turns to you, and you see its face is covered by an intricate mask. From behind its unmoving lips, you hear a noise. It starts as a groaning, croaking chatter, but slowly becomes more distinct. It's speaking.
Mais Saravel te de l'arentou, Chamery?
You can speak the language of every animal you meet, but not one masked weirdo.
The stream of noise cuts off abruptly. After a moment, you hear a jolting, lurching voice.
It wears the face of Rallick, but speaks the tongue of beasts. How cruel. I suspected the Seven Lords won the war after they locked me here, but seeing their faces on dumb creatures, a depressing confirmation.
And who am I speaking to?
Fascinating. So quick to anger. It has the outward appearance of one of our kind, but underneath it is so very primitive. Perhaps this is to be expected when creation is left to 7 amateurs. The king would never have been so sloppy in his work.
Deep within your soul, you feel your god stirring at the sound of the voice. You can feel its anger and fear swelling inside you.
You still haven't told me who you are.
The creature leans forward to get a better look at you, clucking and tutting under her breath.
It seems to be a simple form at its core, a source vat. A walking, unfortunately talking, source vat. Fascinating. I wonder how to extract the source from the vessel without...
She pulls back suddenly, recoiling in horror.
It is rotting. Almost imperceptibly, but it decays before my eyes. It does not even have a century left.
The god within you reacts. His emotions a cocktail of fury and fear. You hear his voice, demanding that you give him control, demanding your body obey his will.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
An Eternal does not answer questions from whatever creatures happen to lumber into view. Especially when there is so much to be learned about their source. What happens to it, I wonder? Does it lie in whatever ditch it falls in, as its body decays? Or... Ah, no, of course. It is harvested.
The god thrashes against your control. You can feel it hissing that this creature is dangerous, that it cannot be trusted.
To have had the technology of the Eternals, and made this. How crude. Although effective in its own way.
I'm not gonna allow my god to speak. He's not my god.
Poor creature. Created for a sole purpose, and yet so ignorant of its function. It is a tool to collect source until it is ready to be collected. Most likely by its creator. And given that face, I can well imagine who your creator may be. What a lazy way to feed one's power, and one's ego.
How do you know all of that?
You start to speak, but it's too late. Rallick breaks free, and the voice that emerges from your mouth is not quite your own.
Oh, great.
Etera, you worm. An eternity locked away was too good for you. I should have seen you ground to dust and fed to the wind.
The figure recoils, as if struck.
Rallick! What happened to you? Did you truly fall so far?
Silence! It is your king that has fallen. He and all the other eternal cowards were flung into the void. And the power you were too scared to hunt has made me a god.
And yet, here you stand. Small, weak, decaying. I will not even need the Aetheran to grind you into the dust.
You feel your god freeze at the mention of this Aetheran, a cold terror settling in your chest.
Tell me about the device.
The beast's unruly passenger did not deign to tell it. He did not want his host to know I crafted a weapon that would leave him an Eternal once more.
You feel your god thrashing against your control. Where? You croak in a voice not quite your own.
Ah, of course you never found it. You always lacked imagination, my lord. I hid it in these very caves, although I can feel its distance now. Someone has uncovered it.
Dallas.
Perhaps they intend to flay the godliness from you. No matter. Given your pathetic state, it is mine to collect at my leisure. As for you, you monstrosity, you were designed to be defective. You were built to die. and I rather think it is time you fulfilled your function. But do not fear. I shall put your sauce to good use.
Good enough? Okay, time for you to run away. Okay, silent for a few turns, but it's okay. Hello? You didn't expect me to come back, did you? Still silenced. It's fine. How did you miss? You can run away. Keep summoning them, are you? He is not silenced though. In fact, I'm gonna wait. Though he is crippled now. It's fine though. Rest and teleport. Very well. Okay. 2,000. I see.
I'm ready.
Oh, did it hurt? Trust me, I'm not done yet. He is silenced, unfortunately. Ah, fire resistance potion.
I'll yield to none.
By the way, silenced wasn't cured by clear mind. Still silenced. Wonderful. Fine. You still have that? No. Come on! Okay. A dagger, a sword. Something, 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 and something. Okay.
Just when I think this land holds no... Still, at least this is an interesting variation on Dismal.
What do you think we should do now?
Do what you want. What does it matter? My people are gone. Worse than gone. It's all pointless.
Oh, you had an intense conversation with the Ethereal. Are you alright?
I could be worse. I mean, I could have spent several millennia in the clutches of the Void, so...
Hey, I'm here if you need me, pal.
Thank you. That means something.
What happened?
The Eternals. They're not gone. Or they are. But they're not dead. They're in the void. The Seven threw them to the void. They damned them to that. To an eternity of torment. And they did it in my name. They did it because of me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Fane knocks your hand away with a snarl.
I am not here for your pity. This is my fault. I will not hide from it. I gave them my research on the Veil. I gave them a prize to snatch from the king. Worse, I gave them a weapon to use against their own people. The source of the Veil would have made them unimaginably powerful. And their theft left enough of a crack for the void to pour in. Every wickedness visited on my people. Every evil that stalks this land. It was my fault.
No, it is not.
True or not, it makes no difference. I did what I did, and my people suffered for it. But if I am to honor their memory, I cannot sit here and mope. I must go on for them, for my family. My loved ones may be gone. The Seven may be corrupt, but I remain. The last true Eternal must survive. And perhaps, just perhaps, I can find a way to bring my people back.
Fane grips you by the arm, his hands strong.
Come, Godwoken. There is work to be done.
Very well. Let's go, my friend. And yes, he is my friend. He's the only one who actually survived that attack. Ah. A pity, so much power wasted on such a pathetic creature. Very well, what next, I wonder? Actually, wait a second, let's go and complete that thing. What was it called? Yes, at the Paladin's Bridge. Present the head of that mummy dearest to the Paladins. I think they should be grateful.
Say nothing to no one, but I'm doing Loar's good work too. I'll be helping the Pallies here with their uprising in Arks.
Well, we'll see that later. Where is the Paladin?
Please, I'm busy.
He recoils in disgust, but then, recognizing her face, he grins.
It's a grim day that such gore would bring me pleasure, but Helen Everhart's death was wrong, and this goes some way to righting it. Please, allow me to reward you.
Level 14 helmet, that's something I could use. I have better boots than this. These are some good gloves as well. Wizard grasp, though they are for a wizard, which means that they are not for me. Oh, I'm definitely taking that. Gives you 2 strength and 1 necromancer. Okay, where to next? Well, let's continue with the main quest, I guess. But I'm going to up myself this so I can have some magical powers. Not repeating that mistake again.
Much business today. There's no safety.
So confusing when the map speeds like that.
Well, keep steady.
Ah, an anvil. I do seem to recall that I could create a sword. Let's take a look. Handmade sword. Where is it? Yeah, whatever. Let's just keep on going. Okay, source power, and some more source power. Great. There we go. Oh, by the way, do you have any more memory slots? Yes, well, I don't know, take this. Should be good enough. True Master of Fire, this one. Anyway, your gloves are old. Okay, where is the blade? Blasted. Okay, I need this. Definitely need this. And my blood, where is it? There you go. Weird, eh? Okay, first and foremost, drop it on the ground. Ah, peeper. There we go.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, as the world fades away.
Okay, let's kill those demons. Let's wait. Good enough, go here. Stop, stop. Thank you. So I guess you're the magical one, right? Okay, first and foremost I need to get rid of this blessing, add this here. There you go. Of course there's gonna be smoke here. Okay, that should be good enough. I actually should have used that. Oh well. Just keep the next turn. Oh man. It could have been worse. Oh, okay. You're picking on me now. He's immune to decay. Unfortunate. Okay, let's have this. I think it can help me a little bit. Then let's throw this shield at him next turn. I hope he can live with that. Yeah, he's not strong enough to actually do any damage to me. Or at least not any significant damage.
Prepare yourself.
Can I use Source Vampirism on him? I guess I can. Still not done with you. Just a few more hits and he's down. This should be your end.
Ifan, you've come not a moment too soon. It's here, even here.
Shrug, you're not all that surprised, to be honest.
We must hurry now. We must race toward the well with all the determination of the eagle diving for its prey. Your prey lies on a far-off shore, at the heart of the Nameless Isle. It is a place no one can reach unless their soul becomes their compass.
He places a hand over your heart, and you suddenly feel it. An unmistakable pull in a new and distant direction.
And what am I supposed to do when I get there exactly?
The battle for divinity is about to begin in earnest. The other gods and their chosen will try to outflank us, just like we must outflank them.
And as we know from the First World War, that may turn out into a stalemate.
But I will be with you, guide you, stand by you. Together we will prevail, you and I.
I again don't think you're my god. You still haven't impressed me much.
The void will be overcome, and you will be the god of gods. The end is nigh. Don't fail us now.
Okay, let's get out of here.
You jolt back to the world, stumbling forward. Dark smoke surrounds you, hanging in the air like black fog. This feels wrong. The Meister's cry cuts through the haze. You look up just in time to see what steps out of the shadows.
Oh, again? Oh, there goes the Meister. Bleed and die.
Help us, Faye.
Cannot move. There goes one of you. How about the test? Out of sight, I'm in the smoke. Good enough. Still can't move, can you?
Claim your death right.
Into the dark with you.
That's a big smoke. I stuck with pain.
The air suddenly feels thick, like it's grown musty after concealing a lie for so long.
So the gods are liars. I can't say I'm surprised.
They lied. I can't believe it. I mean, of course they lied to you, look at you. But they also lied to me.
You're adorable. They are no gods of mine, I can tell you that much. Come on, Fane. Let's drink the source. By the way. Yeah, Curse Spirit is still here.
Voidworker! Damnable bloody Voidworker! Well, that's that. I always knew I'd die for Rivellon. I just didn't expect it was going to be in a small basement. In Driftwood, of all places. At least now you know where to go.
Very well, I'll tell Melody about this.
Excellent, although do be wary of her. My death may change things for her. She is immensely powerful, and she is on our side, but she will not be pleased about, well, my parting. She may ask you to honor an old bargain that I had struck with her. Do not accept. Her business is with me, and me alone.
She glances at her body once more, a grim look on her face.
You need to go, Godwoken, but I have one last request. My last wish, as it were. I want a statue. Something modest. A simple piece of marble and gold on the steps of the cathedral, glaring out over arcs.
Oh, simple.
Meister Siever's shoulders slump, a tired, melancholic grin on her muzzle.
I would have liked to see that city again. Just once more.
Oh well. I'll see what I can do.
Give them hell, Godwoken.
Oh, you did out those superior and snooty, so maybe you won't get that statue. Who knows? Telekinesis potion. Now that's interesting. Oh, that's the incinerator. Okay, I never knew that. Well, now that it's done, there is no reason for me to use it, ever. Okay. So, next, there is the advocate I need to kill. We found the sarcophagus holding the eternal named Aethra. Apparently Fane caused the downfall of the Ethereals by telling the Seven about the power of the Veil. The gods, like Amadia, are simply Ethereals that drain the source from all their opponents. They went to war against their king and the rest of their race. Aethra had been working on a device to kill the Seven, but was locked away before she could use it. The Seven won the war and cast the Ethereals into the void. Makes sense. Anyway, I am going to end this here, so thank you all for joining me and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.